so it's also a -2 on athletics rolls. So as a GM, I could say everyone has stasis sickness, which gives everyone a -2 or a -3 on certain rolls. But it can also be positive. For example, if you give a reassuring speech to everyone, people can get the consequence that they're inspired, and maybe they'll do better on their attack rolls or stuff like that. So the consequence system is something for the GM to play around with, to give people bonuses or debuffs, depending on the situation or how they interact with the world.
Oh.
Sounds fun. It reminds me of Fate consequences, but from Fate system, but it seems fun here too.
Mm. So, if you feel like it, you can write down consequence light gravity in the upper deck. But, I'll just adjust the numbers according to what happens. So, which one of you is first upstairs?
Well, I will invite the security guys by gesturing them up to see if they'll go first.
You're Blake, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So the guy who was speaking for the rest of the group spits on the floor. He says, "I ain't doing shit."
I'll go first as the one that's meant to be responsible for everybody. So I'll head up the ladder first.
You also get the feeling, Blake, that they don't like to be said. They don't like people telling them what to do.
That's okay. Blake is just going to keep an eye out for a big wrench.
There's some toolboxes down in this room, actually, we're in.
Yeah.
If he decided to take that luggage, then sure. Like, luggage, SPAS 12 shotgun, just...
Yeah.
There are also like bars on the walls where people can grab onto, like if there's turbulence or something.
Okay.
You figure that maybe you can rip one of them from the walls.
But isn't that, property of the guys that... You wanna pay a fine for this?
I mean, there is a dead guy in the fridge, but
Again, whoever did all this murdering could have already murdered us all if they wanted us dead, so.
I'm sure you're perfectly safe.
Alright, so who's headed up to the luggage now?
Blake will obviously go, yeah.
Yeah, Blake takes lead. Then
So-
if nobody else comes, I just shrug and say, okay, somebody needs to check the situation with current computer.
So whoever is under the person going up the ladder can easily look up to his gown as well. Did everyone play Metal Gear Solid 5, Phantom Pain?
I didn't play Phantom Pain, but I played the Guns of Patriots
Oh yeah.
and Snake Eater.
Because there's the opening scene where he's in his patient's gown, and there's plenty of ass shots.
Yeah, and I'm like, I mean, is Blake the good-looking guy or Taylor is good?
Blake's pretty handsome. He has that rich appearance.
I was second up for both these times, I think, so I'm
I enjoy eye candy then.
getting the comparison.
But he's like the smooth handsomeness. He's obviously had some gene treatment. He's obviously access to the good stuff.
Well, money can buy you everything.
Yeah, especially in this future. The richer you are, the more stuff you can afford. So the luggage deck, Taylor gets beheaded immediately. The luggage deck. This deck is a single room with the passenger's luggage tied down to every possible surface. The luggage is not sorted in any way. In the ceiling is a large hatch leading to the core of the ship. The hatch is sealed but not locked. The gravity here is so slow that it's quite easy to bounce off of the walls or floor. So you're starting to like float a little bit if you take a step in front of you.
I
we
think
have
with my
luggage
8
here, but-
athletics, I feel pretty dang good. And I mean like start. Okay, so are there any name tags on the luggage?
No, they're not sorted in any way. You don't know what's what.
Will we have any luggage here ourselves, or will it just be?
Yeah, you assume that your luggage is amongst them, but you're not sure.
Yeah, but they don't have any name tags. They are not sorted,
Yeah.
so
Start
They're
looking
like
through
a
them.
variety. Like, do you start opening one of the bags?
Yeah, we're gonna look for clothes.
Yeah, you find a lot of spare clothing, brushes, like personal computers, hand terminals.
Do I
There's-
find I'm looking for the suitcase with the power armor in it.
Oh yeah, it's at the back where the alien is chilling. You know,
No, I just do the.
you see power armor floating outside of the spaceship.
I accidentally drew a card, but what I was going to ask was if I could use investigate or
Yes, you
perception or
can.
something to try to figure out which one was mine.
Yeah. So your target number is 10.
Okay.
Investigation is part of perception, which is a heart for a trump. So, and I can also remind you: did you want to draw the card or do you want to use edge?
I wanted to draw the card, so
Okay. So it's half your perception.
Yeah.
Which
plus
is-
investigate plus the card, which is 11, so I'd make that.
Yeah. Do you want you find your bag, but do you want to keep it secret what you find in there?
Yeah.
Cool.
I mean, as he was searching, I just look at Blake and like shrug. So, do you need help in other bags, or do you want me to go up and start working on checking core situation?
No, we definitely want to start addressing the core situation. Actually, if you don't mind, I'll come with you. Just to, there's a few things I want to check on if I can access them at all.
It's just ticket numbers anyway. I think we shouldn't go off on our own.
Well,
What could possibly go wrong?
well, considering there's already one dead doctor, and we found stuffed guy in a freezer, that might be a good idea.
Yeah. No, I agree. I agree. Actually, something occurs to me. If
What is?
Blake, Casey, Taylor, and Jesse start heading towards the
I mean,
the next pod.
I assumed already that both Casey and Blake, so me and Blake are already at luggage deck.
I thought,
Because
yeah,
I said that I go after Blake.
yeah,
to luggage
yeah,
deck. Yeah, sorry for interjecting, but you wanted to say.
Well, I'm just wondering if, like, I want to know what those thug guys are doing. I want to know if they're following us. I want to know if they're going to linger and go through people's luggage. I want to know what those guys are doing.
So who are you checking out?
Well, Casey and Blake, and I presume Taylor and Jesse, but I don't want to speak on their behalf, have gone up to the next deck.
Yeah.
And now
once
I'm
it-
curious to see what the thugs are going to do.
Yeah, once
I should probably ask them their names, just so I know who the victims will be.
Well, they're individuals, all right. NPCs have rights too. All right. Well, since it don't matter much, my name is Jake. This hero gentleman over here is Tova, and this lady to the left of me is Safa.
Safa. So there's 3 of them? I thought there were 4.
No, there are 3 tugs in total.
Okay.
Oh
Jake,
yeah,
Tova, and Safa.
you noticed that Manny didn't come up with you.
That's okay. He can
Yeah,
be our
Manny-
early
Manny
warning
stayed-
system when he screams.
No one cares about Manny.
No, we care. We care. It's just once he starts screaming, we'll know where the thing is.
Hey, Manny, what are you on here for?
Do you shout it downstairs?
Oh, okay, I thought you said he's coming up.
No,
No,
he
no.
stayed behind.
someone want to go get Manny?
Like, if you say that, he shouts upstairs from, "Leave me alone. I'm staying here. I'm just gonna crawl back in my pod."
Manny, I don't think you want to do that.
Shut up. You don't tell me what to do.
Is that
Okay,
Victor?
Do we know Manny's status? Like, what is his role on the ship? Did we find that out?
Like, when Taylor was the only sensible human being, he told him that he was a mining prospector
Okay.
going to the destination to work there.
Okay. So
Manny, where
Blake
are you
is not
coming
going to go all the way back down. He's just going to walk up to the hatch, and simply speak down at Manny, and say, "I understand that you're currently distressed, and that's fine.
Yeah, I'm under distress. I'm a high level amount of distress over here.
Exactly. But you should remember that sooner or later, we're going to reach our destination. At which point, you're going to have two choices. Either you can continue with your contract, or you will be completely unemployable because I'm going to cancel your contract and put a black mark on your record. You will never work for Unitech again. Get your ass up here now."
Fuck you and your contract, man. I only care about my own ass. And the way I see it, my ass is safe down here.
Hey, Manny, where are you from? Where are you coming from?
Where did the ship leave from? Yeah, I'm from Luna.
Luna.
So Earth's moon, I guess, or
Yeah, yeah.
Um,
From all of you at deck, you see the hatch in front of you, which would probably lead to the ship, the actual ship. And it's the only exit point. Like, gravity, like it's not real gravity, but it's the gravity is formed at the bottom of the deck, but the upwards the deck leads to the ship, right? So it's a pretty confusing way to look at it, but it's artificial gravity over here. So you assume that if you leave the deck here, you'd be able to walk normally in the ship's core, even though it's like vertical going up at the moment.
Hmm.
But you haven't opened the hatch yet, so you haven't seen the terrible demon that's out to kill you in there. So you wouldn't know. But you get the feeling that Manny really cares about his own life at the moment, and he doesn't want to leave his safe spot.
what?
And he also says, way I see it, whatever killed the doctor in there, he went up the ladder as well. I sure shit ain't going near that thing or that person.
Hmm.
Well,
He actually makes a pretty valid point.
if we go up the ladder and you stay here, whatever killed him could come back down and get you. You're only safe if you stay with us.
Well, he has to go through you guys first.
No, not if we don't see him or we go through these doors, which we're about to go through.
He won't find me.
No, but
You'll
I will tell it where you are.
wow,
Fuck you, businessman.
that's a dick move. I say.
Yeah, he just said, fuck you, man. Now I'm not joining you. I'm not gonna be your servant. And the mercenaries are like smirking amongst each other. And he like says, sounds like the guy doesn't want to join you. Tough shit, you ain't the one calling shots here.
And aside from snarky comments, what exactly is your role on this vessel?
Well, that's my business. And he like straightens his shoulder, trying to look bigger and tougher. Got a problem with that?
Not at all.
Damn. Damn straight. At least we've come to an understanding. You mind your business, and I'll mind my business.
I kinda waited when Taylor says, and you wanna have problem with my fist?
Just to be clear about something, your business wouldn't be interested in receiving money.
Yeah. Yeah. Perks up at the mention of money. Now, I do appreciate some more coins in my pockets, as an honest to God businessman myself.
Well, I'm sure Mr. VP here can throw around more than I can, but I know there's a way that the three of you are associates, I take it?
Yup, all business partners over here.
Good. Well, assuming Mr. VP isn't interested, then there's a way that we could mutually make a little extra money on this trip.
You let us do our thing for a moment first, and we'll see how far we can get.
Well, if you're not interested, then
We gotta make sure our investment here is safe. Nothing personal.
Your
Okay.
investment.
You gonna keep asking questions, boy?
Well, if we're talking financial interests, we're on my turf now. Perhaps we can help one another. This vessel is Unitech property. I have a vested interest to make sure that it gets to destination safely, with all aboard safe and sound, and property undamaged. We've already lost 2 crew members, and aside from the tragic loss of human life, that represents trained personnel that are going to have to be replaced at expense. I would rather keep that damage to a minimum and ensure that no more losses are incurred. Now, the 3 of you have implied you have the skills to help us do that.
He like looks at his 2 companions at his sides and he like smiles a little bit. Yeah, I got the skills. I got your skills right here. And he balls his fist. If you don't stop talking to me, we're gonna have some serious issues. Now, all I'm interested in is going to the ship's core and then finding our investment. I don't give a shit what happens to you guys. And you sure as shit ain't gonna tell me or my boys over here what to do. We got that?
Your position is crystal clear.
Damn straight. Now, if any one of you wants to open the hatch over yonder. And in the meanwhile, you guys notice that Jesse Boudin has got his clothes on. Can you describe yourself? You know, how would Jesse clothe himself?
probably got cheaper sort of it's the future. So let me think. Like what would someone who's like the equivalent of a maintenance guy or a handyman or a gardener or something be wearing?
Like a handyman from the future.
So yeah, menial laborer from the future. What kind like?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I guess everyone has their own image when you think of the handyman of the future. I'm
Right.
gonna leave it to people to insert it.
Yeah. Lower. Actually, no. We'll just say I've got a big T-shirt with got a T-shirt with the name of like 20-year-old musical group on, and space jeans. and a like old like a light coat.
Mhm. Yeah, I mean, you look pretty confident though in those clothes. You're carrying them. Um, do any of you guys put some clothes on
I mean,
from the
in the
random bucket?
meantime, as they were talking, like, how hard, what would be the target number for finding, like, my bug? Because I'm not sure if I would like to spend my enchantment because I'm not good at spotting or finding things.
I think it was a 12. Hang on.
Oh.
Yeah, because you need to either you spend a lot of time here opening each bag one by one, um, or you make a successful investigation roll. It's a 10. You need a 10 to find your specific.
And
remember, you have
investigation is intelligence based?
perception, I'm guessing.
Perception based. Fuck.
Also, Edge has another function. You can sacrifice a card from your hand to force a trump. So, like I sacrifice the 2, then you pull a card, and then you pull another card, and if it's a trump, you can and then you can, if it's a trump, you can add the numbers. If it's 2 different suits, you can pick the highest one.
Okay, so I just like... they probably want me out the core as fast as possible, so I just like pick a random bag, take some clothes. I just check if they look kinda okay on me. They are not too big nor too small, then I just like wear them and just say, well, if there's somebody else when we finish this clusterfuck, I will find my own bag. Thank you very much.
Sure. Well, you can find just maybe unfitting clothes or, just random clothes.
Yeah, just
Yeah,
random
any clothes,
like...
as long as your ass is not showing, that's what
Yeah,
matters.
as long as our asses are... And then I'm like, okay, so who wanted to go with me to core first?
I'll
I
go.
think we all should
Blake
really
will go.
go.
Yeah.
So what's happening with these three Texans or whatever they are? They're kind of just being arseholes, aren't
Yeah.
they? Then I think we should just let them get on with it, do what they want. I mean, we'll go and do what we need to do. And if they get in our way, then we have to deal with it, I suppose. But
Stein, just out of curiosity, is the ship designed in such a way that there are airlocks that lead to space?
Blake.
I just want to know if there's a way for things to get on board. Like if that's a
From the
possibility.
outside. Yeah, you're a Unitech guy. You should know that spaceships, all the spaceships have like an airlock to connect to the space station. So
Okay.
yeah.
And if, let's say, someone were to be accidentally pushed into an airlock, is there a way to seal them in? Just, theoretically?
Yeah.
That's excellent news.
Well, the airlock works like, it's like a separate room where one hatch has to close before the other will open.
Yeah,
But-
yeah, of course.
But with a computer roll, you could probably lock the door.
Just, so when we find the killer of the 2 people, of course.
Or when the killer finds you.
Well, either or. Either or. Now, just out of curiosity, could at least 3 people fit in an airlock?
Yeah.
Okay, that's also good.
Gentlemen, I have some very important business. I just realized I'll be back in a moment if
Sure,
wanna
I'm
wait.
guessing we can take a little break.
No, I mean in character.
Oh, okay.
In character.
In character. If you I'd be obliged if you'd wait, but if you don't want to, I can't stop you. And I'm climbing down the ladder really quickly.
Well, that
And
alarm is still going on, yeah?
back to the room with 2 freezers.
Yeah, if that alarm is still going on, well, I would wait, but that alarm is really killing my head, so I'd gladly go to core now and deal with that.
Yeah.
So if is no one watching me as I go up to the freezer?
Well, I mean, do you want us to wait for you?
I'm saying I'd be obliged if you wait here a moment, and then I'm scrambling for the freezer.
I'll wait. I'll wait.
Yeah, I'll wait as well. So
Okay.
He does want you guys to see what he's gonna do with the corpse.
So no one's watching, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we're waiting, but we're not watching.
That'd be
Yeah,
rude.
it's
That'd be a
protection.
violation of privacy.
Obviously, no man will open the bloody hatch, so I start opening the
What's-
hatch myself.
Yeah.
Helga
what's
is
the
gonna
name of
help
the
you out
guy,
with that.
who's stuck behind?
Thank you. I know I could have trusted a woman.
Yeah. He's like, yeah, these guys over here, they're just so slow. We need to find what's going on right now.
Yeah,
I don't want to
too much,
starve to death.
too
over
much
here."
testosterone for their brains.
Yeah. All right, so you start opening the hatch.
Yeah. Also, remind me, what the hell is with the with AP?
I'm gonna explain that.
It's not.
Yeah. All right, you open the hatch and you get sucked out into space. Game over.
And suddenly, giant alien monster rips me to half.
Yeah. All right, where do we go? Opening the ceiling hatch is simple enough. The heavy door slides away to reveal a small airlock-like area between the passenger module and the ship's core. Heavy damage is visible to the weak point connecting the two parts of the ship together, as if something very strong took a pickaxe to the seal. This causes a small atmospheric leak every time the hatch is opened. The leak is not imminently deadly, but characters should minimize the number of times they go through this doorway, as with each opening the ship loses a little bit more of its precious oxygen.
So just like, shit, the thing is injured. So with Helga we go. Either move after us, guys, or close the hatch if you are waiting. And I just like try to bolt through the leak as fast as I can using my superior athletics and ability to move in like low gravity situations.
should we each go through individually then?
That's a good question. But the thing is, it's every time it opens and closes, it loses. So I'm wondering if we wouldn't be better served if we just open it once, have a whole bunch of us go through all at once.
Yeah, all bundle in as quickly as possible and then close it behind us. Yeah.
But I mean, at the moment, Casey and Helga have already gone through. So that's one opening. I guess Taylor and Blake are waiting for Jesse to come back.
Yeah. If we can get the Texans to go in last, then if it breaks, it's there.
Yeah. Also, just as I go, I just go to the others. Alarm! I think the leak is causing them. We shall see if I can fix that, and then we go. At least I will try to use my athletics to go as quick as possible to limit the oxygen.
While we're waiting for Jesse, Blake is gonna quietly whisper to Taylor, "Do you sense that the mercenaries have become a danger to the rest of our survivals?"
I'm sensing that they could become very closely a danger. It depends on if we come across anything that could be a threat and how they react to that. At the moment, what they're doing isn't really much of a threat to us. We can get on with what we do, and it doesn't. But if we come across anything that is a threat, then yeah, they could become a danger, especially if they don't want to be part of a team on that.
Well, I'm concerned that one of them may be the killer.
Yeah, possibly. It does seem a little bit. I think maybe if you keep an eye on them and anything that looks kind of.
I mean, the leak is only a problem in this area, so the hatch for this passenger module is open, so it's like sucking out the oxygen for this module as long as you keep the hatch open. But as soon as you close the hatch, it's there's.
I kind of assume that me and Helga go as quickly as possible through it, and I guess somebody from the Testosterone guys is smart enough to close that after us because we said that. There's a leak, guys. You don't wanna suffocate.
But I'm guessing that everybody, as once we're all out, then that module will be actually empty.